The challenges are enormous. The threat is real, pervasive, considerable, and requires action by states. But above all, it requires understanding. It requires understanding of the legal context in which action needs to be considered and then taken. There is no doubt that issues of cybersecurity grip everybody, from major corporations that can be the subject of hacking operations, but it can also be a threat to individuals and smaller companies and so on. So cyber in general is something which is of major, ongoing and growing significance in my view. The course I teach covers the law as it applies to the resort to the use of force. That is, at what point, for example, a piece of cyber activity gives rise to a wrong as between states, entitling the victim state to take certain action, and then at what point a cyber event can amount to an armed attack, giving rise to the right on the victim state's part to use force in self-defense. So we start with that, and then we move through ideas of sovereignty and jurisdiction, and then culminate in talking about the actual conduct of cyber hostilities, what they look like, the sort of techniques that can be used, and the legal rules that determine which kinds of cyber activity are lawful and which kinds of cyber activity would be prohibited by the applicable law as understood by the experts who contributed to the Tallinn Manual process.